8 signs that show you are really wealthy. Check to see if you might already have all 8 signs, but you don't realize it. Or if you're missing any signs, make an effort to achieve them. Wealth is not just having millions in the bank account or a luxury car parked in front of the house. Sometimes, wealth can be hidden in the small daily choices you don't even notice. Let's explore 8 signs that indicate you are truly wealthy, and perhaps you already possess these signs without realizing it. 1. You have peace of mind. When you no longer worry about money every time an issue arises, you can enjoy life calmly and without stress. This is the clearest sign of wealth. You can handle emergencies without borrowing or being stressed. For example, if your car breaks down in the middle of the road or you have a health issue, you can resolve it quickly without worrying that it will affect your finances. You can comfortably call for roadside assistance and pay for medical expenses without worrying about working overtime or borrowing money. 2. You are free to pursue your passion. Wealth is not just about owning a huge fortune, but also about freedom. If you can freely pursue your passions without worrying about making money or maintaining an income, that is a sign of a successful and wealthy life, both materially and spiritually. That's when you have enough financial freedom to invest in the things you love. And at the same time, you have time to develop yourself without sacrificing the basic needs of life. Imagine you are a university lecturer with a stable job and a decent income. However, you still decide to spend time learning to play a musical instrument. Learning music not only helps you relax and develop yourself, but also does not disrupt your main job. You can afford music lessons without having to worry about the cost. This proves that you have reached a high level of financial freedom, where you can freely pursue your passions without worrying about financial issues. However, not every passion brings immediate material value. Sometimes, passion is a long journey that requires you to invest time, energy, and sometimes money. But what you gain is not always monetary. Instead, the spiritual values and satisfaction from pursuing a passion are the true rewards. Surely you have heard of people like Steve Jobs, the founder of Apple. He not only pursued his passion for technology, but also created products that changed the world. Although Apple's products did not bring immediate profits at first, because Jobs persisted in pursuing his passion and continuously innovated, Apple eventually became one of the most valuable companies in the world. In this case, passion not only brings fame, but also generates a huge amount of money. Another example is J.K. Rowling, the author of the Harry Potter series. Before writing Harry Potter, Rowling faced many financial and life difficulties, but she did not give up on her passion for writing. As a result, her books not only became globally famous, but also brought her a large sum of money, making her one of the richest authors in the world. Her passion has brought her not only wealth, but also recognition and fame, things that money cannot buy. Passion is not only the key to success, but also a great source of motivation for your development, even when you don't see immediate results. Sometimes, pursuing your passion is not for the sake of money, but for the spiritual satisfaction and the sense of pride in what you have achieved. And sometimes, that very passion brings unexpected rewards, including money, fame, and respect from others. If you don't have to work tirelessly every day to make ends meet, then your passive income or savings are signs of wealth. 3. Passive income supports you. If you don't have to work tirelessly every day just to cover your living expenses, then passive income or your savings are a clear sign of wealth. You own several rental properties, and the rental income you receive each month is enough to cover all your living expenses without needing to do anything else. The fact that you can rest and not be required to work constantly to make a living is proof of your wealth. In addition to rental income, another example of passive income could be having an investment portfolio that generates regular dividends or returns. If you've invested in stocks, bonds, or other financial assets, you might receive passive income through dividends or interest payments, which could also support your lifestyle without requiring you to actively work. Similarly, a well-established business system that generates income from products or services, even when you're not actively managing it, can provide you with a consistent stream of revenue. These passive income sources allow you the freedom to focus on other interests, invest more in personal development, or enjoy more leisure time, all while your wealth continues to grow. 4. You are not burdened by debt. If you can live comfortably without bearing large debts, or if you have debts, you can pay them off easily without worrying, then that is a clear sign of wealth. For example, you can pay off credit card debt or a mortgage without sacrificing essential living activities. You can still travel and engage in personal hobbies without being burdened by debt. 5. You make decisions without worrying about money. When you are not bound by money in every big and small decision, it is a clear sign of a wealthy person. These decisions are often based on your true preferences and needs without having to calculate too much about the financial aspect. Let's say you want to quit your job to start a business or study abroad, and you don't have to worry about financial capability because you have prepared a sufficient savings to make these decisions comfortably. 6. You have the ability to help others. A strong sign that you are truly wealthy is the ability to help others, not only financially but also spiritually and with positive life values. When you have the ability to share your knowledge, experience, or time to help others, you not only become materially wealthy but also rich in worldview and life values. When you have the ability to help others, it shows that you are not only financially abundant but also possess enough mental strength and resources to set an example for others. For example, when family or friends face difficulties in life, they often turn to you because they know you have practical solutions or at least provide emotional comfort. You can help them find a solution to the problem they are facing. That is a sign that you are not only financially wealthy but also possess resources and wisdom in life that others value and need, or you are someone who is always ready to share experiences in work, life, or relationships. And this is what makes others turn to you for advice. The people you meet may be successful in their careers, but they still need your help with certain issues, such as personal financial management, handling life situations, or even just maintaining a positive mindset at work. When others turn to you for the positive values you bring, it shows that you have built a solid foundation not only in terms of finances but also in intellect and character. Your help is not only beneficial to others but also brings you a sense of fulfillment and deep satisfaction in your soul. You become an inspiration to those around you. You can support people in your community, such as participating in charitable activities or contributing to nonprofit organizations. Helping not only brings material value but also spreads positive spiritual values, enriching the lives of both you and those around you. 7. You always have more choices than others. Being wealthy also means you can make decisions more easily when faced with choices. You are not limited by financial factors and can choose the best things for yourself. For example, when choosing to buy a house, you can select a quiet area with good security and close to the amenities you love, without worrying about the cost, because you have the financial capability to buy a house in this area. When you have achieved a certain level of financial freedom, you will begin to realize that wealth is not just about accumulating money, but also about the ability to make decisions that benefit your life in the long run, especially decisions that save time and enhance the quality of life. Financial freedom allows you to prioritize more important things, such as time and comfort, rather than just focusing on cost saving. When you have enough passive income or strong financial stability, you can choose the best, safest, and fastest airlines without worrying about the cost. You will prioritize flights without delays, no transfers, and direct flight times to save your time. You are willing to pay a higher cost for a more convenient flight, without having to sit on the plane for too long or endure exhausting layovers. Conversely, for those who have not yet achieved financial freedom, they often have to carefully consider costs and sometimes choose cheaper flights, even if the travel time is longer and involves multiple layovers. This can save costs but reduces the quality of the experience and takes more time. The difference here is not just about money, but about how you use your resources, in this case, time. When you don't have to worry about financial issues, you can make choices that help you save time, reduce stress, and improve your quality of life. Another example could be when you choose to shop or use a service. People with sufficient financial means will not have to worry too much about the price when choosing a high-quality service, such as selecting 5-star hotels, luxurious restaurants, or premium products, because they know that money is not an issue. They choose services that save them time and provide maximum comfort, rather than worrying about costs. In this way, Wealth not only enables you to purchase the things you want, but also helps you optimize your life experiences. From saving time to living more comfortably and relaxed. Financial freedom allows you to do what you love without worrying about the financial consequences, something that those who have not yet achieved wealth may not be able to do. 8. You can eat and drink freely without worrying about the price. When you go out to eat, you can look at the menu and choose the dish you like without having to think too much about the price. This doesn't mean you are spending extravagantly, but rather that you know how to spend wisely, and your finances are sufficient for you to comfortably choose the dishes you love. You go to a high-end restaurant and choose the dishes you want without worrying about whether the prices exceed your budget. You know how to balance your spending so that it doesn't exceed your financial limits. Being wealthy also means you can make easier choices when facing decisions. You are not limited by financial factors and can choose the best for yourself. When choosing to buy a house, you can select a quiet area with good security and close to the amenities you love, without worrying about the cost, because you have the financial capability to buy a house in this area. So, how many of these signs have you noticed in yourself? Maybe you have all 8 of these signs, but still feel like you're not truly wealthy? Let me explain it to you. Why do you have all 8 signs but are still not rich? Having all 8 signs of wealth doesn't automatically mean you are rich in the traditional sense. It's possible to have those signs but still feel financially unfulfilled or not as wealthy as you imagined. This is because true wealth goes beyond just the visible indicators or lifestyle habits we've discussed earlier. Let's break down why this might happen. 1. The difference between financial independence and true wealth. You might check off all the boxes. You have passive income. You're free to pursue your passions. You don't have any debt, and so on. But the crucial distinction here is between being financially independent and being truly wealthy. Financial independence means you have enough income to cover your living expenses without actively working. But it doesn't necessarily mean you have abundant wealth that lets you live a life of luxury, take on big ventures, or pass on generational wealth. For example, someone may have passive income from rental properties, but if their lifestyle is still modest and their savings are limited, they may not feel truly wealthy because they haven't built enough wealth to give them long-term security or the freedom to make massive investments or decisions. 2. Lack of true investment in growth. Another reason you might not feel rich, even with the 8 signs, is because of the way you're managing your wealth. If you're simply maintaining your current income and assets without actively reinvesting or seeking opportunities for significant growth, you might be stagnating. True wealth requires a mindset of expansion and growth, continuously seeking to increase your assets, learn new strategies, or explore new opportunities. For example, a person might have enough to live comfortably but has failed to invest in high-growth areas like stocks, businesses, or other ventures that could multiply their wealth over time. Without active, strategic reinvestment, their wealth might stay stagnant. 3. Wealth is not always about material things. Sometimes people who tick all the boxes still don't feel wealthy because their measure of wealth is too materialistic. They might focus on how much money they have or how much they can spend, which is a short-term and often fleeting perspective on wealth. True wealth also includes emotional and mental well-being, fulfillment, and the freedom to do meaningful things in life, not just material accumulation. For example, someone might own several properties and have financial independence but feel unfulfilled or disconnected from what they truly value. Wealth is also about having purpose, and sometimes a person with fewer assets but a rich life in terms of purpose, relationships, and happiness may be wealthier in a more meaningful way. 4. The importance of social capital. Being rich isn't just about having money, it's about your network, influence, and connections as well. True wealth often includes having access to the right opportunities, people, and networks that can propel you to even greater success. Even if you have all the signs of wealth, if you don't have a strong support system, mentors, or powerful connections, you might not fully experience the wealth you desire. For example, someone who is financially independent might lack the right people around them who can help them scale their business or introduce them to life-changing opportunities. Social capital is a key factor in expanding wealth beyond just financial independence. 5. You may be still in the comfort zone. Finally, having all 8 signs might still keep you in a comfort zone where you're not pushing yourself beyond your current level. Wealth often comes from taking risks and stepping outside of what is comfortable. If you're just coasting by, ticking all the boxes for a comfortable life, but avoiding the risk or discomfort of scaling up your ambitions, you might feel like you're not truly wealthy. For example, someone may be content with their passive income and lifestyle, but they've never taken the leap to start a business, invest heavily in stocks, or pursue something risky that could dramatically increase their wealth. It's the bold moves and big decisions that often take you from being financially secure to truly wealthy. So, while having all 8 signs can indicate a certain level of financial success, real wealth is about continuous growth, reinvestment, and expanding not just your assets but also your mindset, relationships, and opportunities. Feeling wealthy requires more than just checking off the boxes. It's about making conscious, intentional decisions to move beyond your comfort zone and build not only financial assets but emotional and social wealth that supports a full, meaningful life. Therefore, although there are enough 8 signs that may indicate you have achieved a certain level of financial success, true wealth is a continuous development process, constantly expanding, not only in terms of assets but also in mindset, relationships, and opportunities. The feeling of true wealth requires you to look beyond superficial signs, making intentional decisions not only to build assets but also to develop spiritual and social values, which support a more fulfilling life. Maybe all of us have people who have achieved all 8 signs above. Congratulations to you for those successes. As for those who do not yet have enough, consider it a goal to strive for and persist. Every step, no matter how small, brings you closer to your goal. I believe that one day not far away, you will achieve this. Thank you for listening up to this point. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you don't miss the next videos.